Great seeing you here again. Welcome back to this new video related to the Math Survival Guide. It's offered to you by the Custer Academy. My name is Luc de Custer and I'm founder of the Custer Academy. In this video I will look at the creation of the equation of a straight line using the properties of congruent triangles. And we will find an equation of the form y is mx plus k, also known as the point-slope expression of a straight line. But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's have a first look at the properties of congruent triangles. Let's consider a triangle, this format. You see the length of the triangle is the length of the base, and the height is the height of the vertical line. Now, basically what we can do, we can draw in here a congruent triangle which has in fact the same form as the original triangle. And in this case, we have the base of the smaller triangle is L, and the height is H, but in this case with small letters. The original triangle, there we use capital L and capital H. When we look at the properties of the main property of congruent triangles, we can say that the proportion of capital H on L is equal to the proportion of small h and small l. And this is the property that we are going to use to create the equation of the line. When we look at the line, let's see how we can find the equation of a line starting from the properties of congruent triangles. We have an x and y system and we have a straight line, the green line, and that green line, let's say we have the first point of that green line is x index 1 and y index 1, and the second point is x index 2 and y index 2. The L, capital L, is the horizontal line between x1 and the intersection with the vertical starting from x2. So that's capital L. And H is the difference between y2 and y1. Now what we do, we select any point, intermediate point, known by the coordinates x and y, and now we use the properties. Here we see small l is the distance between x1 and x, and small h is the distance between y1 and y. We know that the slope is equal to h divided by l, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and this is also equal to h divided by l, in this case small letters. This is the property, and we see now we can use this property for determining the equation. Let's apply this. Now we can say that m, when we look at the smaller triangle, we can say m is y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. And we see that we can multiply both sides with x minus x1, and I put in the left hand side y minus y1, which is now equal to m times x minus x1. We already put y to the left hand side because the form of the equation is typically y is equal to mx plus k. Let's have a look when we have this equation. So that's the equation that we already found. What we now have to do is to bring y1 to the other side and multiply m with x minus x1. So I find mx. And then we find plus y1 minus mx1. y1, m, and x1 are constant. M is the slope and x is the variable. So now we can say basically that y1 minus mx1 is the y-intercept, and that is also referred to as k in the expression. So the final equation is then equal to y is equal to mx plus k, and k is the intersection point that you can see on the graph. So that is the final equation, and we can find k, which is equal to y1 minus mx1. That's it for this video, how we can find the point slope expression of a straight line using the properties of congruent triangles. We will have more videos about this subject anyway. We will do some exercises, but that was it for this video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Bye bye.